Hey up, and welcome back to another video. So, I keep going through cycles again and 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 again. Where to start? What's the beginning of the cycle? I don't know, there's no beginning, but let's pick any spot. Okay, let's pick a spot. The spot is I get frustrated with my life. I get frustrated that it feels like I'm complacent. Not moving forward, not achieving my goals. Slacking on the healthy habits, indulging in the bad habits. You know, for instance, eating too much food just for pleasure, right? And hedonism, right? What's that? I think it's Viktor Frankl quote where it's like, he says, what did he say? Something like, I don't know, when man has lost meaning, he seeks pleasure or something like that. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's true. It's like when you've got no meaning, you seek pleasure, but there's another thing going on here, and that's that meaning isn't true. So anyway, let's talk about this cycle. So there's a cycle where I get frustrated with the way I'm living. And let me first say that this cycle is like a spiral, an upward spiral. And each revolution, each one whole revolution is like, you know, it's like you start here and then, you know, it's like a spiral upwards, but it's like each, like, you know, you go around 360. It's the same cycle, but it gets progressively a bit better, right? Compare my complacency now to my complacency a few years ago. It's like, it's a lot less chaotic. It's a lot less destructive and unhealthy and whatever. It's like my standards have upgraded. But anyway, nevertheless, it's still the same old fucking cycle, and it's the hedonic treadmill. So it's like, even if it has kind of gotten better, it still feels fucking shit. So anyway, we start here, for instance, and then I try and get my act together. Now, there's so much detail I could go into, but I just want to kind of keep it broad and see how that goes. So, trying to get my act together. Start doing healthy things more, ditching the unhealthy shit. Like, thinking about what's my purpose, what's my mission. Journaling, thinking about it. And I try to do shit. I feel good about myself. Self-esteem rises. Doing things, challenging myself. But what tends to happen is that, you know, one of these things where I'm like, okay, I got to like kind of get more serious again about it's meditation. It's like, I got to get a bit more serious about meditation. I got to put in the hard work, you know. It's like, I can't expect to like just, you know, have grace fall upon me if I don't put in the work. You know, it's like, gotta at least try, you know. And it's like, yeah, this whole fucking paradox of effort and effortlessness or whatever. But it's like, anyway, so I start meditating. I'm like, okay, it's like if I really want to like get insights or whatever, if I really want to make a lasting change, it's like, well, I gotta meditate hardcore. And so I think like, well, okay, it's like I gotta do at least 2 hours a day, you know, at the very least. And at the moment, excluding today, which I'll get into, I've been doing two 45-minute sessions each day for about 2 weeks. Which leads me to the next kind of phase of this cycle. When I first get into meditation again, after having a little bit of a break or not being so serious with it, there's enthusiasm, there's excitement, there's curiosity, there's hope. And it's like every new thing that you do, or it's like if you like, you come back to it after a break or whatever, there's that excitement of, oh, this is new. It's like, you know, I'm addicted. It seems like this whole cycle is like I'm addicted to having a fresh start. I'm addicted to being like, okay, first day of my life, you know. First day of the rest of my life. And so it's like that excitement wears away eventually. And but that excitement kind of helps the curiosity. So what tends to happen is I have hope of awakening. But what ends up happening every single fucking time that I get back into meditation, seriously, every time I come up against this frustration that doesn't go away. It's a frustration that it's like, well, the self can't do anything to realize there's no self. The self wants just to lock in the truth of no self, which makes no sense. The self is trying, and just can't do it, man. It's impossible. I get fed up with meditation. I can't relax. And what also happens with meditation is that I do end up spending, like, it's a letting go. And I lose all the energy for all the other stuff that I thought that I wanted. You know, when I'm in this phase of like, okay, I've got to put my life in order and shit, achieve these goals. When I'm meditating, after a while, it's like, oh, these goals are like, there's no energy for the goals anymore because it's all, it doesn't make sense, you know. I'm not making sense. There's no escape. There's no escape. You can't go anywhere. Can't do anything. And meditation brings up, you're relaxing the mind and the body. And the deepest shit comes up to the surface. Unconsciously. And the deepest shit kind of rewires your brain. And it kind of shows you that all this other shit you're pursuing, it's like out of validation. Seeking validation. Seeking, is myself valid? You're seeking recognition. To reassure yourself that you actually exist. But you don't. And so tell you what, this is a great way to quit smoking, you know. I haven't smoked in ages, but like I only smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in ages, but my point being is like, it's sometimes enjoyable to have something in your fingers, you know, to be smoking, but it's like, if you get an incense stick, it's like, just pretend you smoke and the smoke's coming out of it. It's like, you got something in your fingers to play around with. Anyway, getting off track here, but you're trying to be someone. I'm trying to be someone. See, because like when you start meditating, it's like, It's like that, you know, you're ending the self, right? So it's like when I'm in this phase, like, oh, I've got to get my life in order. These are the things I want in life. These are the things I want to achieve. These are the things I want to do and implement into my daily routine and whatever. And it's all for the self. So when you put meditation in there as well, it's like in conflict with everything else. It's like, I'm going to make this art. I'm going to start exercising this way, socializing this way. You know, I'm going to try and improve these kind of areas, be more charismatic and whatever. Make money, whatever. And it's like all for the self. It's all for this, like, yeah, constructing the self, this kind of person that you want to be, the kind of life you want to live. But meditation, you know, it's like, oh yeah, this is what I want as well. You think that's for the self. It's like, oh yeah, I want meditation in there as well because it's, you know, I'm going to get enlightened, you know, and that'll be the best thing for me. But no. It's the opposite of that. It's destroying everything, man. It's destroying everything. It's in complete opposition to what you think it is for. You think like, oh yeah, I'm going to get the insights and get enlightened or awaken more and whatever, but no. And then you can't really trust anyone. All these are like, it's like everyone you watch online. It's just living in the stories. Helpful stories. But stories nonetheless. It's hard not to get deceived into thinking that it's the truth or the right thing. The only way. Yeah. So what are you making? Yeah, yes please. Okay. You see, like when I don't meditate, it's like I've got this drive and this drive to do some more things, challenge myself and whatnot. Improve the self. When I meditate more, it's like, oh, there's actually like nothing really to do. I'm quite content just sitting on the couch watching Elmo. Watching Sesame Street. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Why not? Everywhere's reality. Why not sit on the couch, watch Sesame Street? You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to force myself into forming myself as someone that isn't authentically me. Maybe it's more authentic for me to sit on the couch watching Sesame Street than to go out and challenge myself in a social environment. Both is authentic, but it's like which one aligns more often. It's like, you know, you really just gotta be true to yourself and not let other people tell you what's right, what's the right way to live. And it can be very actually lonely to stop letting other people tell you how to live, because then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck is real? You know, it's like there's all these people that are saying all these things. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. I think it's in the cupboard.
Oh, is it out here?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so you're watching all these people, or you're watching these people that you resonate with online, or you're reading books or whatever. And I don't know, you just end up adopting this belief that it's like, okay, this is the way to live, you know. Especially this kind of masculine approach, you know, it's like, feels so genuine. It's like, you know, you got to be this like hardworking, disciplined man that goes out and gets what he wants, faces challenges, and just, you know, doesn't fucking cope, doesn't complain. And yeah, you know, I resonate with it all, a lot of it. But it can be tricky at times because you end up adopting that as a philosophy, or, you know, it's like a must do or whatever. And there's like this shame if you're not that way. And it's like this thing of like, you can't, like, what are you doing, man? Sitting on the couch watching Sesame Street. There's things to be done. And it's that tension. That's why it can be very kind of lonely, isolating, when you stop letting people tell you how to live, even if it's indirectly, like a YouTube video or a book. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Adios.